season, 8 races in the making, all comes down to this. One last chance to make the championship four. Hello everybody and welcome to the Martinsville Speedway here in Virginia for race number 9 out of 10 in this 10 race season. If you take a look at the point standings, only 4 will advance to compete for a championship next week. It's Tyler Reddick, Chris Rebel, Chase Elliott, and Alex Bowman. But 5th through 10th, all separated by less than 5 points. It is anybody's game. Tyler Reddick, the only driver who is considered safe after this chaotic season. But speaking of chaotic, let's take a look at last week, the Yellowwood 500. We'll take a look at this final lap here. You want chaos? Here it was. Alex Bowman with that wreck right there dropped 24 points and went from very safe to only 2 points above the cut line in the finish here. Wow, it speaks for itself. What a horrific crash for the 24 of William Byron. Carson Hocevar took the win, but from the series' biggest track to its smallest, it's Ross Chastain starting second here today. He's only 2 points below the cut line, but there's only 1 spot in front of him to gain, which means he needs someone up top to lose a couple points. And speaking of up top, you cannot get further up the ranks than this 45 machine of Tyler Reddick. He's starting third today, 28 points above the cut line. He has a huge points cushion, just needs to make sure he doesn't have a disastrous day. How about Alex Bowman though? A bit different situation, only 2 points above the cut line after being spun from the lead last week at Talladega. He's starting 10th, plenty of spots to make up. He just has to convert. Starting a bit behind in the field is Ty Gibbs. He is starting in the 20th position and only 5 points below the cut line. Starting in 20th, he has a ton of people he can pass. Watch for Ty Gibbs to maybe make a run for the final 4. And how about this collection of 3 drivers right here? Martin Truex Jr., he's starting 5th, 6 points below the cut line. Can last year's champion advance back to the final 4 and trying to go back-to-back? How about Chris Rebel? He's starting 7th, 18 points above the cut line. He just needs a decent day and he will be fine. And finally, William Byron starting 1 position behind him, 3 points below the cut line. That 24 machine has always proved very strong at short tracks and especially in the air at super speedways, but we'll see what he can do today. And how about Ryan Blaney? He's starting 14th, 7 points beneath the cut line, a very manageable point gap to cut down. And then finally, we're talking about Denny Hamlin, 4 points below the cut line. He's starting 9th. It is virtually anybody's game out of these top 10 drivers in points, minus Chase Elliott, who I forgot to mention. Well, enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for today's championship decider. Joey Logano and Ross Chastain make up a row number 1. Behind them is Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott. Behind them, JGR teammates make up row 3 with Martin Truex Jr. and Chris Rebel. Then William Byron and Denny Hamlin, row 4. More Hendrick teammates in Kyle Larson and Alex Bowman make up row 5. Then Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch behind them. Then Chris Buescher, Ryan Blaney make up row 7. Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones in row 8. Austin Cindric, Michael McDowell in row 9. And finally, rounding out your top 20 is Chase Briscoe and Ty Gibbs. The rest of the field will scroll past your screen for this championship decider. Everything is on the line here today for 15 laps around this paperclip. And these drivers, they're rolling off. Let's go racing. Take a look at your race analysis. It's 15 laps, final race to decide the final 4. It's a points battle to the finish, and tempers will get heated here at the paperclip. It's Joey Logano and Ross Chastain on the front row. They will be leading us across that finish line and around turns 3 and 4. Joey Logano will pilot us to decide a final 4. As they thunder onto the backstretch for the first time today, it is Logano large and in charge up front, and behind him is the 45 of Tyler Reddick barreling onto the front straightaway, eating dust of the 22. The 22 green grass ahead, the top 2 positions uncontested at the moment. With the 3rd position, it's a dead heat, a duel jousting into turns 3 and 4. Truex this time, will he be able to clear? Yes, he will. The inside lane, such an advantage at such a short track. And can Chastain get down? No, he won't. Byron roughs him up. He's going to get by, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 deal for the 9 of Chase Elliott. Chastain still barely holding on. No longer can he get down. Yes, he will. This time he is clear to use the middle lane for the first time all race. What a relief for the one machine. How about Denny Hamlin, though? He's been making up ground steadily but surely, trying to work his way into the final 4. Currently, he's just stuck in line. Not much you can do there. Just have to wait for a mistake and punish them when they do. But how about William Byron? He is now above the cut line by 1 or 2 points. He's made his way to the 4th position. As we see a nice flyby of the whole field coming by, and whoa! Hamlin! Some contact made, and he's sent out of the groove. But how about Joey Logano coming up on traffic as he thunders past the 84 of William Byron? Take a look at traffic there, and then a bit of beef heading on between Chastain and Christopher Bell. More contact made as they continue to rough each other up. You see Joey Logano and Tyler Reddick just carving through this traffic like it's nothing. Oh! Chastain puts the bumper to Bell. Around he goes. He plows right through his back bumper. And around goes Christopher Bell. From the 6th position, he'll fire it back up. But too little, too late. This could be costly for the final 4. Huge playoff implications for the 20 of Christopher Bell. He had a huge lead, 16 points heading into today's event, but this whole thing could shake his day and this season up. As you can see, Chastain, just tired of the antics, says, I don't care that you're competing for a championship or trying to get to compete for a championship. You're in my way. I'm going to move you and just drive straight through him. Wow, we'll take a look at it one last time here. Chastain just was fed up with his actions and fed him to the sharks. Into the outside wall. Looks like minimal contact. So he will be able to continue at the end of the longest line right in front of the lap traffic guys. But let's get back racing here on lap number 9. It's Joey Logano and Tyler Reddick ready to go back racing and leading us to green out of turns number 3 and 4. Joey Logano leads us back green on lap number 9. As they head in turns 1 and 2 of the inside lane, a great jump. Try the interior. As you can see, Truex and Chastain. Whoa! It's a mess of the field behind them. Keselowski on top of Busch. Hamlin gonna rest there too. Larson, Blaney, it's a 5-car incident. The whole field somehow avoids that. It's the big one here at Martinsville. 5 cars around on the backstretch after restart here at Martinsville. They were all so orderly heading out the corner, and it looked like they just erupted. Cannonballs were plagued on them. Let's take a look at the replay here. And wow! Huge wreck. Looks like Brad Keselowski just slipped up off the exit of the corner and got on top of Busch somehow. Hamlin involved like that, and then Larson was some careening off of his bumper, and Blaney involved too. But man, Keselowski got some air there, not quite in the catch vents, but mighty close. We'll take a look at it again here. Whole field going through orderly until bang. The whole field just erupts. It's a miracle only 5 drivers were involved in this, however, their days are all done and dusted. They will head to the garage. Hamlin and Blaney's championship hopes are over. Let's take a look at the battle for the final spot. Reddick locked in on points. Chase Elliott +4, Bowman +2. Then Truex and Byron tied. Truex holding the tiebreaker. Chastain -1, Bell -6. However, he has a whole field to carve through. Let's decide your final 4. As the field reaches turn number 1, they remain side by side all the way back. Bell gaining a spot already. Now Logano and Truex side by side. Elliott ahead of Reddick for 3rd in the back for just a second now. But only 4 laps remain. Panic setting in for Bell. He needs 5 spots, now 4 as he flies past Burton. He's clear there. Let's go into a full split screen, show you all the action. Up at the top left, battle for the lead. Truex needs 1 more point to advance himself in. Chastain gets past Bowman. Bowman falling down, he's only +1. Bell carving through the field. He gets past a Josh Berry there, and now weaving through traffic, somehow finds free real estate to the outside of Bubba Wallace. He's -1. Bowman now below the cut line, and Chastain's above. Here comes Truex for the lead. White flag, only 1 lap remains here at Martinsville. What will happen? Chastain up by 1 point. Logano clear, but here comes Truex. Back to the inside lane, side by side battling. Here comes Bell. He gets 2 spots. He's in. Truex needs the spot now. He gets him. He's clear to the line. Martin Truex Jr. beats him out. Can Chastain get a spot? No, he can't. Coming across the line, it's down to Bell. Can he get past Michael McDowell? No, he can't. Bell eliminated, and Martin Truex Jr. will be advanced. Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Martin Truex Jr. will fight for a championship next week at Indy. And what a finish to the line here for the Outgo 400 to advance to the Final Four. We're going to go over these last 3 laps one more time. Take a look at the full amount of chaos. Look at Bell in the bottom right screen, cruising through, gaining 6 positions in 5 laps to tie himself up. Bowman losing spots left and right, and Chastain gaining them, and then Truex and Logano in the top left corner battling for the win, which Truex desperately needed to advance. Comes down to a white flag. Look at that points battle. Chastain up 1. He loses a spot that was crucial as he loses it to Tyler Reddick. Bell right here gains 2 spots. Now he's in. Now Truex needs this spot, and he delivers. Coming to the line, he gets it. And Chastain could not get past back Reddick, and Bell could not get past McDowell, leaving their fate sealed. Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Martin Truex Jr. are your Final Four. These 4 gladiators will go on next week to compete for a championship, but here's one of them. Martin Truex Jr., a well-deserved win, and the Season 1 champion gets to burn it down here at the Ville. And what a race for the previous Season 1 champion. Let's go ahead and take a look at your unofficial results for today's event. Martin Truex Jr., of course, on top. Behind them, Joey Logano, a valiant fight to the finish. Then William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Tyler Reddick round out your top 5. Top 10 through top 16 actually are all displayed in front of you. Very good day for Chase Briscoe. Take a look at the second half of this graphic. Look at the 5 drivers who crashed out. Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, and Denny Hamlin. Very unfortunate day for all 5 of those drivers, as well as all the other big names back here. Jimmy Johnson could not get this going, but the moment you've been waiting for, let's take a look at your point standings. Tyler Reddick on top, Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Martin Truex Jr. That is your championship 4 who will fight for a championship next week at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And you can see just how close it was for the rest of the field to advance. All 4 of the Final 4 have wins, and you can see not quite the first losers, but the rest of the field here just trying to have a better season next year and maybe have a chance at the Final 4 then. Well, those are your point standings after this race, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I very much do appreciate it. If you're new here and enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I put so much effort and work into these videos, and it really helps me see that you guys actually enjoy them. Next week, we'll be heading to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at the Brickyard to decide your champion, and I can't wait to see you there. Have a very blessed day.